Hare Krishna. We continue reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is. We are on chapter 10, the opulence of the Absolute. Text 24. Purodhasam cha mukhyam mam
पुरोधसां च मुख्यं मां
vidhi partha brahaspatim
विधि पार्थ बृहस्पतिं
senaninam aham skandaha
सेनानीनाम् अहं स्कन्द
sarasam asmi sagaraha.
सरसास् अस्मि सागरः
Purodhasam of all priests.
पुरोधसाम् of all priests
Ja also.
च also
Mukhyam, the chief.
मुख्यं the chief
Mam, me.
मां me
Vidhi, understand.
विधि understand
Partha, O son of Pritha.
पार्थ o son of Pritha
Brahaspatim, Brahaspati.
बृहस्पतिं बृहस्पति
Senanina of all commanders.
सेनानीनाम् of all commanders
Aham, I am.
Aham, I am.
Kanda, Kartikeya.
Skanda Kartikeya.
Sarasam of all reservoirs of water.
Sarasam of all reservoirs of water.
Asmi, I am.
Asmi, I am.
Sagara, the ocean.
Sagara, the ocean.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Of priests, O Arjuna, know me to be the chief Brahaspati. Of generals, I am Kartikeya, and of bodies of water, I am the ocean. Indra is the chief demigod of the heavenly planets and is known as the king of the heavens. So we heard yesterday Krishna is saying that of all the demigods, I'm the king of the demigods, Indra. The planet on which he reigns is called Indraloka. So the planet of Indra, the king of the demigods, is called Indralok. And who is Brahaspati? Brahaspati is Indra's priest. And since Indra is the chief of all kings, Brahaspati is the chief of all priests. So Brahaspati is the priest of the demigods, the chief priest of all the demigods. Because Indra is the king of demigods. Brahaspati is Indra's priest. So automatically Brahaspati is the chief of all priests. And Krishna is saying that of all the priests, I am Brahaspati. And as Indra is the chief of all kings, similarly, Skanda or Kartikeya, the son of Parvati and Lord Shiva, is the chief of all military commanders. So the commander of the demigods is Kartikeya. You know, when the fight was happening in which King Mochukunda was helping the demigods, it was also Kartikeya was the commander. Yeah, so he's the commander of the demigods. Kartikeya is the son of Lord Shiva and Parvati Devi. And of all bodies of water, the ocean is the greatest. These representations of Krishna only give hints of his greatness. So all these are great things, you know, when water in a cup, compared to water in a river, compared to water in a lake, compared to water in an ocean. Of course, the ocean is the greatest, no? So all great things are representatives of Krishna. So does it mean that Krishna is no more, that he's become all these people and now Krishna does not exist anymore? No, Krishna exists. He is a person. He's the supreme personality of Godhead. And all this is Krishna's energy. They are representations of Krishna's greatness. Krishna says, of anything great, anything wonderful, beautiful, know it to be my representation. That is how we understand. Maharshinam Brigur Aham.
Maharishinam Bhrigur Aham.
Giram Asmi Ekam Aksharam.
Giram Asmi Ekam Aksharam.
Yagnanam Japa Yagyosmi.
Yagnanam Japa Yagnosmi.
Havaranam Himalayah.
Stavaranam Himalayah.
Maharishinam among the great sages.
Maharishinam among the great sages.
Brigu, Brigu.
Bhrigu, Bhrigu.
Aham, I am.
Aham, I am.
Giram of vibrations.
Giram of vibrations.
Asmi, I am.
Asmi, I am.
Ekam Aksharam Pranava.
Ekam Aksharam Pranava.
Yagyanam of sacrifices.
Yagnanam of sacrifices.
Japa Yagya chanting.
Japa Yagya chanting.
Asmi, I am.
Asmi, I am.
Thavaranam of immovable things.
Stavaranam of immovable things.
Himalaya, the Himalayan mountains.
Himalaya, the Himalayan mountains.
Of the great sages, I'm Brigu. Of vibrations, I'm the transcendental Om. Of sacrifices, I'm the chanting of the holy names Jap. And of immovable things, I am the Himalayas. Brahma, the first living creature within the universe, created several suns for the propagation of various kinds of species. So Brahmaji, he was entrusted with, filling up the universe, populating the universe. The living entities already put inside the universe by Mahavishnu, but he has to give them their bodies. So he starts creating, and then he gets these sages. And of all the sages, Bhrigu is the most powerful sage. Of all the transcendental vibrations, Omkar, represents Krishna. So Om is the impersonal representation of Krishna, is the sound representation of Krishna. Of all sacrifices, the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare is the purest representation of Krishna. So chanting the holy name is a sacrifice. It is a yagya, Sankirtan yagya, and it represents Krishna. Sometimes animal sacrifices are recommended, but in the sacrifice of Hare Krishna, there is no question of violence. It is the simplest and the purest. So in Kali Yuga, we have been given this chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, this Harinam Sankirtan, for our quick perfection. Whatever is sublime in the world is a representation of Krishna. Therefore, the Himalayas, the greatest mountains in the world, also represent him. The mountain named Meru was mentioned in a previous verse, but Meru is sometimes movable, whereas the Himalayas are never movable. Thus, the Himalayas are greater than Meru. So Krishna is saying of all the immovable things, he is Himalayas. Because Himalayas are really great. They can't be moved. Japa, chanting the holy name, that's Krishna. Om is sound representation of Krishna. Brigu represents Krishna. So all things sublime represent Krishna. Any questions or comments?
Bhrigu is the greatest sage, right? That means
Most
that
powerful sage is said here.
he's the most powerful sage. Bhrigu Muni
Mm.
is the one who gets angry, right? No, that is Durvasa.
Yeah.
Bhrigu Muni is the one who tested the who's the greatest god, and he got
Yes,
kicked on the chest. Okay.
that's right. That's right. Okay, thank you so much for listening and joining in. Bhagavad Gita ki, Jai Shri Prabhupada ki, Jai Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki, Jai Hare Krishna.